Hearty is an Android app which serves as a heart disease prevention tool that is both eye-catching and easy to use. Hearty was programmed using Dart for the finest user experience. The smooth app interface was a result of integrating the Flutter framework. Individuals are prompted to the login page, which has a button leading to a sign-up page for new users. We use Firebase as a reliable database to store user authentication information. To make this app simpler, the user stays logged in by default. Once the user signs up, they are directed to a survey page. If the user correctly entered the info, they are guided to the home page. From there, the user could navigate to the food, activity, and sleep screens to log their info. Then they could see a log sheet with stars based on their logged information. Now, back on the home screen, the user's avatar, Pip, will display a mood and text to communicate whether the user is living the Hearty life or is needing improvements. The home screen also leads to a premium plan screen and an edit information screen to update users' info. This interactive software allows users to stay engaged and leads them to live healthy lifestyles. Now let's look at the code. Here are the assets where we stored the images of our Pip avatar. The reusable widgets file was used for the sign-in and sign-up text fields. I stored the user's sign-up information in Firebase and checked entries before continuing on to the home screen. The splash screen checks the user's login status to either navigate to the login screen or the home screen. In the survey screen, I've stored survey responses in Firestore to each user and checked if the user entered all required information before continuing. In the home screen, the data for the stars is taken in and the best avatar and speech groups to display are calculated. For the food, activity, and sleep screens, I stored the information using Shared Preferences, a Flutter plugin that allows us to save data in a key value format so we can easily retrieve it. To differentiate between users with this plugin, I attached key names with the ID of the user. This is also where the sticky note class is stored for the aesthetic sticky note widgets. In the future, we want to implement a more personalized experience and transfer fully over to Firebase to create a more reliable data interface. We hope to create a token economy as positive reinforcement in users to use this app. Lastly, we anticipate making this app compatible with iOS to garner a larger user base.